Okay, for this reading, I'm using Jamie Sawyer's 1909 Rider-Waite-Smith version, the Sawyer Redo edition. So the cards are all upright. I've meditated a little bit, set my intention. I just need to allow for reversals. And the question going into the cards is, how will the House, well, no, how will the Democrats do? Senate and House, because we still have the Senate at least. But how will we do now that we have Kevin McCarthy as House Speaker for a little while at least, and I don't know, like, are we going to have strength? Are we going to just have tons of trouble? It's like basically, now what is my question. Now what? How are we going to do? Now that this... Well, then again, if Kevin McCarthy is out soon, then we'll be going through a House Speaker vote again. But let's see. How are the Dems going to do throughout this? Let's put it out into the year. Let's put it out for 2023. How will the Democrats do for 2023? And I think, let me see, do I have room? I don't know if I have room to do a Celtic cross. No. Unless I put the, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to lift the, be right back. Okay, that should work. Okay. Yeah, I can do a Celtic cross. That one wanted to flip over, but it didn't totally, so. All right, only the truth. How will the Democrats do in 2023 at protecting us and getting things passed? Okay. All right. Forces in motion. Greatest challenges. What they have under control. Of course, that'll be the Senate, right? How they're doing based on the past. Okay, what's hanging over them with a whole lot less control? Okay, near future. Actually, this one right here. Near future, what they're attracting. How others will influence the situation. Their distant future and eventual outcome. Okay, and as always, I'll take a few off the bottom. Okay. All right. Forces in motion. Ooh, progress. Very nice. Progress, looking forward. Biggest challenge is, the shite show we got going on with the GOP. The things being torn up. What they have control over? Yeah, speaker. Literally, speaker. Okay. The past, well, we're talking, this is the government. The problem with the government. What's hanging over them, oops, let me do this. What's hanging over them with maybe little control or no control? Well, we have the happy family card. This is interesting. Allowing for, you guys saw me allow for reversals, and we don't have reversals yet. Although this one in the challenge position, I would have to read it like a reversal. So we'll do that when we get there. I'll dive in a little more. The near future, King of Wands reversed. What they're attracting, we have disappointment, how others are influencing the situation. We have abuse with the Emperor card. This would be Trump. Distant future, restrictions on money coming in, but their outcome, the Eight of Wands, I would say that makes it quite a bit of progress. These two cards, so just think in terms of how these cards connect, because with the Celtic cross, that is one of the most important things with this spread. The near future, distant future, and then outcome, these three go together really well. These over here are a little more variable, so just to keep that in mind if you're doing this spread for yourself. Okay, so diving into the Three of Wands, this has to do with expansion and success and looking forward. They're going to do their best to just keep always looking forward. And this very well could be our connection with foreign, our foreign relations, all right? Now, the challenge with the, oh, actually, you know what? This is not a bad challenge, because when I get the tarot card the Tower card in a tarot reading, reversed in a political reading, this means to me imprisonments and lockups. So I think there's some Jack Smith in here. I think that the challenge for them is they're going to be, they're sitting in the place of where they actually have their speakership, and they're looking forward to the new growth, right? Here, see the green buds on that one? And in this deck, I love it because, here we go. Well, this dude looks like he might, there's no mustache there. Hakeem, right? This is Hakeem Jeffries. Cool. It's him being Speaker of the House, but, minority Speaker. So maybe this will be, because he's not that old of a guy, but maybe this will be our Hakeem Jeffries card. We'll see. So them sitting in the place of at least having the Senate is, I think, very helpful for this, because with this card here, being the imprisonment card, they're not going to, so there's a few levels here. They're not going to be letting go. They're not going to give up. They are going to avoid any type of loss, and there's going to be transformation. There will be transformation going on in this next year. It's still, in the weirdest way, actually, we're going to see cleanup on aisle 45 still going on because of Jack Smith and Merrick Garland, but at least that's my opinion, or from all the readings I've done, I keep getting those messages. And when it comes to how that's going to affect the Democratic Party, we're going to be holding space for, cleanup after cleanup after cleanup. And it's not just Trump, it's now, it's into the GQP, it's into the Freedom Caucus. It's more like Freedom, with D-U-M-B at the end. And they're not having anything. They just want to tear the place down. That's all they care about. Okay, so the base is, we're looking towards new growth. We do have Hakeem Jeffries. I think he's going to be holding good space there. And, our challenge there to have the Tower reversed is actually not so bad. It's kind of, the crown is falling, it's going down into the ground. This card in political readings often, like I said, is imprisonment. So it might be that there's not a lot, not as much as they can get done, because they're focused on making sure that the government is working correctly. That's the thing. People don't realize behind the scenes, they used to always say things like the do-nothing Democrats. It's actually the opposite. They're working so hard to protect us. And I don't know if you guys, all you guys out there have kids, just imagine all the stuff that parents do for their kids and their kids never know, right? Because they just do it and move on and do the next thing and move on and keep going. And it's good that, Biden is standing up and saying, notice his card didn't come through, standing up a lot and saying what, what he's been doing, what he's accomplished, infrastructure, all of that, right? Okay, so in the recent past, the things that we've done in the past, or Democrats have accomplished in the past, is holding that firm foundation. With the Hierophant, they have a belief system and a commitment, and they're going to hold to it. It's slow, it's ruled by Taurus, it doesn't move quickly, that's the government. What's hanging over them with little control is a good card. So what's bearing down on them is the happiness that the Democratic Party is going to keep focusing on the family, is what I'm getting there. The near future, now it's just, short, probably pretty short term, we have the King of Wands, but it's reversed. So there's going to be some ineffectiveness. There is going to be someone bullying. They are going to be receiving some ruthless, just power abuses, and they're going to have to deal with it. Now, with the Five of Cups down here in the position of what they're attracting, this is the GOP, right? And this partly brings in, and I'll do a separate reading on that, about the fact that the magnometers, the metal detectors have been removed. I think this has something to do with that. Whew. Yeah, okay. And then how others are influencing the situation. Well, when we have the Emperor reversed, maybe the Emperor has no clothes anymore, his pants are down, right, or he's naked. But this is coldness and power plays and major abuses. People being, if everyone in the, well, I don't know about everyone, but a lot of them in the GOP party being very inflexible and rigid. There's a lot of rigidity in this card when it comes to reversed. And then as far as the distant future, there will be restrictions with the Ten of Pentacles reversed. They're not going to get the money they want. There's going to be some feuding, right? There's going to be some disputes about how to spend money. There's going to be a lot of, I would say, instability in that department. But then our outcome card with the Eight of Wands is really interesting, because that brings in a lot of fast action. So it could be that there are some battles. We have battles here. We have lockups here. We have the government holding space. This could be our DOJ card. This could be Merrick Garland and Jack Smith here. No one knows Jack Smith's birthday, so even though they might say he's a Gemini and they're doing readings on that, it's like, okay, well, that's a lot of speculation there. But hey, more power to you. When we have the Eight of Wands in our outcome card, what we're dealing with there is just a lot coming down quickly, big changes, quick changes, and progress. Straight up, the Eight of Wands is major progress. It's a powerful card. All the eights are powerful. So this is probably towards the end of the year, is what I'm thinking. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Judgment card reversed. So this can be regrets and doubt. This can be like what they're going through. This can be some, some challenges here. But, remember, this card that's here in the forces in motion, like these two cards are really important. There is progress here. But to have the Judgment card come through reversed. I feel like this is still, regrets and doubts, and can they get this done? Like can they do what they want to do? And then we have the Knight of Wands coming in with big changes, or some quick changes here and there. It's like da da da, right? Because the Knights are always about movement. They're the workers for the kings, What else? Oh, I have the Queen of Wands reversed. So this could be, well, this is probably Nancy Pelosi working in the background, and she's not, she's not upright, because she's an Aries. Pretty sure she's an Aries. And this would be any fire sign woman. This could be also Liz Cheney, that's just, because she's gone, not helping anymore. And then, we have 4 reversals here. If I go with I usually just go with the 2 cards, and these are 2. But if I keep going just for fun, I could easily say this is Liz Cheney or Nancy Pelosi doing their thing, but they're not. Nancy Pelosi had to give her hand over to because she didn't run again. But she's mentoring. I'm sure she's mentoring Hakeem Jeffries from the background. And then with the Chariot reversed, we might not have the movement forward that we want. There can be a lot of, just battles, right? Because it's normally, a good card for determination and progress. We have a little progress here, but then again, too, we could be having, it's possible that the United States as a whole goes through some travel problems, because this is a travel card, this is a travel card here. We do have a lot of fire going on, so there's that. And then also, this is our Cancer card, and we've got the happy family up here, and of course Cancer's all about happy family. So I think they have our support, but behind the scenes there could be some things that are challenging. And what it is, I think, is making sure that the people who tried to really mess with us don't get away with anything with the 7 of Swords reversed. When it's straight up, somebody makes away with something, and when it's reversed, they don't. So I like that. So, okay, I'm going to get this uploaded for you, and if you have more questions or you want me to do this same reading with either the Lenormand or the Kipper, I can do that too, but I thought, let's have some fun with the tarot. Okay, thanks you guys. Take good care.